So listen to this, 1 out of every 5 deployed troops will develop post-traumatic stress disorder. Many of them will require some sort of mental health services.
That's where At Ease USA comes in. Today we're learning more about their services and the annual luncheon featuring a popular television host.
Welcome, President of At Ease USA, Jim Dale. Good to see you, Jim. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you for having us.
8th year for this luncheon, but let's get to the core of this. What do you guys do? What does At Ease USA do?
So we're a nonprofit. We're Omaha based. So we started, Scott Anderson is our founder, started in 2007. Initially, he saw a report that came that President Bush had asked for on wounded warriors, and he saw that only 1/3 of our troops coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq with PTSD were seeking treatment. So he said, this is not right, we need to do something about that, and he took the ball and ran with it. So what we do is we look to, number one, fund treatment for veterans, and not only veterans but their family members. Because PTSD can impact not just the individual but their family as well. We're also funding clinical research. We're in our 2nd clinical trial with Creighton University, which is really cool. And we're also, by means of our luncheon and our first annual golf tournament this year, we're trying to raise the level of awareness about what PTSD is and what we can do in the Omaha community. So yeah, that's what we're about.
So let's break it down a little bit more. The services that you provide, what are they and why are they important?
Well, they're primarily, the services are through relationships we have with the Women's Community Alliance, Lutheran Family Services, and individual licensed mental health practitioners. So trying to get those who have experienced PTSD to come in and get that help. I'm a veteran myself, and I can tell you it's kind of, you know, and I not a stereotype, but there's that alpha male thing in the military. Well, I'm okay, I don't need any help, I'm all right. And that's not the case. We have folks, and I've seen it impact my family, I've seen it impact families of good friends of mine. And what we want to do is make sure that they know that there is treatment available. We're also confidential. We're independent. We don't have a relationship with the Veterans Administration or any government agency. And also for those who cannot pay, it's free. So we have generous funders who make sure that we can get the not only the resources but the monies to pay for that. So
well, this is a whole new generation of veterans and then even some active military. For 17 years they've been doing things that they haven't been asked to do since Vietnam. So you're seeing a lot of different issues when some of these men and women come back. You said 1/3 were not seeking help. Have you been able to grow that number for more and more of them seeking help? We're trying. We don't have great metrics around that one right now, but as the president of the board of directors, we have a very active board, so we're looking to, you know, when we think about a nonprofit that started 11 years ago, we're not crawling, but we're not in a full gallop yet, but we're jogging along, so we're doing more and more every year. Another statistic that I saw last year, there was a study in 2014 that said that 20 veterans a day die from suicide. And when you think about that, the suicide rate amongst veterans is twice what the national rate is. So now, suicide is not always directly related to PTSD, but there is a causal relationship there. So we really, our servicemen and women deserve our support. So when they do come back, we help them get reintegrated into society. This isn't a wound that you see. It's one that's not seen, and that's makes it really tough. It can be hard to recognize sometimes.
Absolutely, absolutely, Mike.
To continue supporting them and helping them, you have things like this luncheon coming up. When is it, and who is the keynote speaker?
April 18th at 11:45 at the CenturyLink Center in downtown Omaha. Montel Williams is going to be our guest speaker. Montel is a former enlisted Marine. And also a graduate of the U.S. Naval Academy and was a naval officer. So he's very passionate about veterans issues. Traumatic brain injury is one of his passions as well. So we're really excited that he's offered to come in here and speak to our group. And any of those who saw him for 17 years on television, he's an Emmy Award winner, very dynamic speaker. But the most important thing is he's really passionate about what we're doing and what other agencies are doing for veterans and their families.
That's the thing, a lot of people recognize him from TV, but that's just a small portion of what he's done to help veterans, their families, other issues out there as well.
Yes, and that's, if you go to his website or you do a little bit more research on him, you see he's actively engaged. He's a trustee with the Fisher House, which helps to find housing for military families where there's a member going through treatment at a military hospital.
It's April 18th. That's when the luncheon is. You can see Montel Williams. You can get tickets. You can go to the website for more information. Tickets are still available for the general public out there?
General public. We're also looking for any organizations that want to sponsor a table. We'd be happy to take your check.
AtEaseUSA.org.
Thank you
Jim,
so
thanks for
much.
coming
Thank you guys
in.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
it.
What did you